You thought you was like Mike. Wrong Mike. Now you bouncing your head off the ground like a basketball and your buddy in the background struggling to breathe. You know, this problem right here really ain't even your fault, bro. It's the media's fault for putting out all this propaganda against black ice when not alarming people of the harmful dangers of white snow.
Are you ready for it?
How they eat Twinkies in Ohio? No, you high ho. Ain't nobody eating that. You got that Nickelodeon slime on top of them Twinkies. They already ain't healthy, fam. Ain't nobody doing none of that. I can't even identify what that fluid is. I genuinely don't even know what the worst part about this video is, because how do you not notice that it's splashing? Like, you don't hear it, you didn't smell it, you practically Helen Keller with COVID at this point. And then on top of that, you putting diesel in your, what? Oh yeah, you fried, fam. I'm going to secure my future. That's what I'm going to do, boy. I'm finna get a check, okay? By the time they find me, I'm going to be on the floor balled up like a pair of iPhone headphones in a pocket.
Here are a few updates on the project.
All right, Dr. Doofenshmirtz. You keep up the good work, man. Just, you know, be real careful how you pick the shades for them balloons. Man, I swear kids just be doing stuff, boy. That's why I'm glad I'm an uncle, because when the kids get to doing crazy things, I can just take them back. But I promise you, this is exactly how you go to sleep when you go to your friend's house and they don't give you no blanket. We done went from inflation to inflated. Them ain't no nuggets, them vacants. Them folks put a commercial out, they said, chicken nuggets, chicken not included. Hey, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, because you training real hard, my brother. You know, you like you finna get into a little squabble with Achilles, but that brother gone. And these young boys got switches, so that's really not going to do you no justice, fam. Your 300 will get divided by a 9 in record time.
You see the juice? See, what's wrong with the juice? You can't get
sorry, brother. I was having a hard time focusing on that perpetually hot drink with no top to it when there's a kaiju sitting on the wall in the background ready to harm your whole household.
Shades on Apple with the glasses, bro. Say cause he a savage. So many dead out, so many ass.
In all my days, I didn't think I'd ever see somebody pack a punch a kidnapper van. Boy, you put an extended mag on a napper van? You must got a quota to meet or something, boy. Y'all gotta watch out for that man. You know, I just feel like at a certain age, you should have to take the driving test every year just to make sure you still got it, bro. You know, like kind of like when a man, you know, get to that point in his life where his buddy don't really want to, you know what I'm saying, pop out of the show. You feel what I'm saying? And you got to go get that checkup just to make sure, you know, everything good. That's what they need to do with the driver's test, man, because I couldn't imagine me coming out of the store and seeing an old lady car parked on top of my ride, bro. 2 early graves. Ain't that something?
EEFGHIJKLMNOP.
I think we could pass on that. I think sometimes in life when you're trying to improve things, you got to make sure that you actually improve it first before we make that change to something so foundational, so traditional. You know, normally tradition ain't always the right thing to do, but in this case it is, okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, all right? That's her name. We love her. We're going to keep it that way. A bad habit, more like a detrimental doing, a dastardly deed. You out here suffering from oil starvation like a GR86? That's not normal. You're not supposed to drink that. You must be trying to die fast.
Then my head hit the wall. Boom. But I had
Now you know how them glow sticks feel. I went from Simone Biles to Hold On Al. I know it's probably a little late to let you know this, but the foam pit is actually there to break your fall, not that little barricade that you landed on. Hope that helps.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, I can't wait to indulge.
This brother got manners. Said he ready to indulge. Bro, you must be lactose tolerant. That's enough ice cream to fuel the booty trumpet for a week. That brother eating ice cream like a cartoon character, bro. The only thing you missing is a balloon and a propeller hat. Dang, man. Oh, watching that made me realize, like, it's been years since I sprinted, bro. Like, man, the last time I sprinted was probably back when... still got it. Guess I should go find out.
I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
You know, I wonder sometimes how people make it this far in life because, you know, you don't always have to learn lessons through your own experience. Like, sometimes you can just learn from other people's mistakes. Or, I don't know, maybe like the lid, right? Because this right here is a radiator cap, if y'all didn't know. If you look closely, it says never open when hot, right? And they were so thorough about it. They put it in other languages just in case you didn't understand the words that was coming out of their mouth. And he still opened it up like a radiator wouldn't be radiating. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but you lucky though, because you could have been looking like Freddy Krueger by the face, bro. So God bless you. That pup said, never in my 7 months of life have I ever been so disrespected. Just because I ain't a boxer, that don't mean I ain't got hands. I guess you could say he was appalled. Get it? Because it's like appalled, but appalled because you was appalled too. He put them hands on you. Let that be a lesson to you.
Shades on Apple with the glasses, bro. Say because he a savage. So many dead out, so many.
Oh, the proof is in the pudding. I mean, call me crazy, but I get the feeling that dude will brake check you. And it's not because the evidence is right there, rear and center either. It's because of the way they spell brake. Like being at a licensable age and not knowing the difference between brake and brake, that let me know you probably thrive in ignorance, man. That's Colonel Stinkmeaner driving that car. I don't want no problems with him.
I'm in Vegas for the Power Slap event tonight. Y'all listen.
Nobody cares. Look, listen, did you know that Justin's the only one that has my number? Now you do.
That's my thing.
Oh, we ain't just together today. Hold on. We still got tomorrow to hang out. Hey, if this post gets 10 likes, I'm taking Fred to do white people shit all day tomorrow.
10 is a real low number.
You down for white people shit tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do some white people shit.
You better rest up. It's gonna get wild. First thing we're gonna do is eat potato salad with raisins in it. First thing we're doing. Fred's cooked. Don't even know it yet. Y'all ready to see how cooked Fred is today? Let's do this. Police, open up. Did you see the post?
I did.
So, you ready to do some white people shit?
Define white people shit.
Okay, so first, I've got us booked. We're going to the Sphere to catch a show.
The show.
Yeah.
And how is the show white people shit?
Well, the show isn't, but the white people shit comes in where you're not going to be allowed to talk during the show.
Okay, I won't talk, right?
Not during the show.
I won't talk, right?
Okay.
And you don't shoot.
Oh my God. Okay, second thing we got, right? Is your drapes open?
No.
Here, watch this. Hit those things. All right, are you wondering why? I've got you opening the, hey, you left your KY out. Hey, you see that right there?
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the top of it. And then we're gonna jump off of it.
You said we?
Yeah, we. You agreed to this.
Yeah. You must have learned how to fly or something.
It's called the sky jump. And apparently they strap you to this big old giant extension cord and you jump off.
Right.
And it's not like bungee jumping, like you're gonna hit the ground. Either you hit the ground soft or you hit the ground hard.
So you don't love life is what I'm getting out of this. You jump off.
Well, I mean, this is part of white people shit. We unnecessarily put our lives at risk for fun.
You know, I've almost died on accident plenty of times, so I just like, going out my way to do it. That's kind of crazy. If I don't stop on time, it's not really gonna be my problem anymore.
No, it'll be us because we'll be scarred for life.
Yeah.
And then your family will be rich. And I'm just to let you know, I'm suing for emotional damages if it happens.
Nah, I'm probably gonna come to your house and like shake the pots and pans and stuff. I'm gonna be eating, for sure.
Oh, Fred's here.
Yeah.
So the last thing we're doing, we're going to UFC 313 tonight.
That's a dope. But how's that white people shit?
Oh, it's not. I just really want to go to UFC tonight. Sounds like fun. All right, get ready. We're leaving in 10, dog.
All right, that's 30 black people time.
Be ready in 10 minutes.
That's what he got to offer right there. No, normally y'all foot. No, because like I mean, normally y'all footwork is better than that to this kind of music. You know, I thought you were gonna shuffle or something. I don't think that song that you dancing to was playing. Hey, watch this. Oh, look who it is.
Hey.
How you feeling, Justin?
I'm feeling good. How you feeling?
Yeah, how you feel? I was just make sure you were good. You know, yesterday you went to that restaurant and you know you had to take that mineral water back because it was spicy. So I was making sure your stomach wasn't still bothering you.
Do you know that? You know why people keep their hot sauce in the fridge, right?
Nah, I don't know.
Cools it off.
That's not how that worked, Justin. But you know, it was crazy. I just wanted to make sure your mental health was good because we got to go out in public today, and I just want to, you know, public safety and stuff
that's
like
what
that.
we're doing.
Yeah, so I'm trying to make sure they good.
You know,
well, them and me.
You know what's crazy though?
Bryant
did the two most dangerous things you can possibly do on Thursday.
What did he do?
Went to high school and then flew. He good. You see that right there?
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the top of it. And then we're gonna jump off of it.
You said we?
Fred, it's time to jump off the strat. You gonna chicken out?
Nah, I ain't never did that in my life. Never did that.
You scared?
I'm gonna think of some black people stuff we can do though. Like maybe we should go to the hood together.
No, I'm good, man. We ain't doing it. You worried about it?
Nah, it's not my problem.
You worried about it?
Yeah.
I'm worried about it. Full disclaimer, I don't even do white people shit like this. I'm sorry.
It's a whole other category of white people. This is something I react to and everything like that. I would never go up there. Now I'm going up there.
Say go, release your hands and jump, okay?
Okay.
Here he comes, 3, 2, 1, go!
Three, two, one, go! Counts 3, 2, 1.
What'd you think about it?
It wasn't even that bad.
It wasn't that bad? Did you get scared out on the ledge?
Yeah.
Are your legs still shaking?
Yeah.
What'd you think about it?
I think I'm better at y'all doing white people shit. Oh no, that boy built different, boy. He talking about nobody want to do this on a Tuesday night. I don't want to do them ever, bro. I don't even know why they call sissy squats, cause you gotta be real manly to do them. Every time I try them, bro, it feel like my knee tendons is just finna tear in half. But I mean, it worked though. You know, like if you want to have some strong, solid knees, man, do some sissy squats. But you probably want to get you a resistance band when you first start out, bro, cause just doing it with your body weight bad enough. So when he doing it with them weights, he cut from a different cloth.
Why is nobody questioning why Bob Ross has an afro and he's white?
Why ain't nobody questioning Bob Ross? Man, if you don't get, you know what? Happy little thoughts. I'm gonna leave it like this right here. Don't say nothing else about Bob. I'm letting it slide this one time. That's it. Don't say nothing else about Bob. Not Bob Ross. Not Bob the Builder. Not SpongeBob. Okay? Because we rocking with all of them.
That's a cup of,
Oh, that's that cup of, That's I don't know how long y'all been cracking that joke, but y'all are literally draining that man's life force right in front of our eyes. Y'all gonna have to stop. I can't tell if that brother 21 or 70.
What is a word you just can't spell?
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a lot of them. Like, I'm a pretty educated guy. You know, not because I have 2 degrees, but because I've always loved language, so I studied it. You know, I was real good at it. I got an expansive vocabulary. I know what stuff mean. But, you know, you get out of college, man, and you ain't had to write nothing down for years. You start losing it, bro. So you be texting somebody one day, and it'd be a simple word, bro, like restaurant. And you get halfway through it, and you realize you ain't got the facilities for that, fam. Because, like, the words, and I'm a little dyslexic, but it's like, was this you right here? Or, you know what I mean? And then it's worse because autocorrect be battling you on the spelling of the word. And sometimes they'll suggest something that ain't even right. And then you done typed it. Now you looking extra dumb. Whole time it was the bot. So then you got to call up Siri and say the word out loud so she can show you how to spell it.
Welcome back.
That brother driving the car from the bonus round on Street Fighter. You know, there's a place called Los Santos Customs that'll fix that up for about $200. It's that car that'll cut you off in traffic, and the first thing to come to your mind is that's why your car look like that now.
What's scarier, the bottom of the ocean or space? Here's some fun facts to help you decide.
Oh, I don't need no help. It's the ocean for sure. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would rather sweep the desert with a broomstick than go to either one of them. But the likelihood of me going to the ocean over space, you know what I'm saying, is more realistic. Now, that being said, they pretty much the same, though. They both dark. You can't breathe. And it take a whole lot of money to get to the cool stuff. But I'm going to pass.
What I'm about to say might be the weirdest sentence that you ever hear in your entire life.
I highly doubt it. Hey, Justin, tell them what you told me earlier.
Oh. It's always better to have ants in your pants than uncles.
Spoken like a true Alabamian. Is that what they call y'all? Alabama?
Roll Tide. You know what the Alabama State motto is, don't you?
What?
The closer kin, the deeper in. Roll Tide.
Man, y'all please tell me what to do, man. I don't know what to do. I've been having a...
Well, you know, I'm not really an expert on the topic, so I would suggest that you call the firefighters and maybe they can help you get to the root of the problem. You know, because I'm stumped. Yeah. Y'all probably want to block me, bro. It's understandable, man. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
Saturday night, couldn't feel better.
Brother man, you gonna have to explain something to me. I mean, there's so much going on. I see some ravioli in there, meatballs, sausage, that mushrooms, potatoes. I can't tell if that's an onion or a tamale wrap in there. You know, that might be an orange or a grapefruit. You left the hull on it, so I don't know what it is. I don't even say you get the benefit of that, man. I mean, it's just so much going on. You know, brother man, I don't even want no peace. Hey, keep your head up, King. I mean, I was in that position before, bro, so I understand. You know, you sitting there thinking to yourself, right me. But there's no need, man. You got your head down, bro. You looking for answers in places where you won't find none. You got to keep on keeping on, bro. You know, we try to reminisce on all the times in life where things were sweet, but sometimes life be sour, though. You just got to keep on pushing, man. And, you know, you're going to rise again one day. You will rise when they least expect it. It's kind of putting a damper in my plans, bro, because, like, he not floating off. And it's just, I was thinking about putting a bunch of balloons on my house, right? And, you know, get a couple companions. A dog named Doug, probably, like squirrels. A bird named Kevin, because come on now. Probably adopt an Asian child, just because, you know, fatherhood and whatnot. And I was just going to try to, you know, float up, you know. But, I mean, if it can't even lift him up with all them balloons, I'm probably going to need a lot more than I got. You know, videos like this funny to me because it make me think back to the time where, like, this was the method for fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, seeing something like this probably led to so many military advancements. Because imagine you out there in the battlefield, man. You getting down, bro. You squabbling with your homies. Y'all putting the work in, boy. Sword and shield, man. Smiting down your foes. And you look up and see Buddy done took out 12 people in 2 seconds. Like, Buddy put a switch on his arm, bro. He got a switch on a bow. It's crazy. He popped Perkaholic, and now his quick draw is immaculate, okay? Hawkeye from Marvel Rivals could never. So now you're thinking to yourself, like, bro, it's got to be a better way because I can't stab him from where I'm at. You know, really can't do nothing about the arrow but try to dodge it if I'm paying attention. You know what I'm saying? So I imagine this led to the invention of the cannon because, you know, you use the cannon, you could probably take out a couple of them boys in the back line. You know what I mean? And, you know, then once that came out, somebody probably thought about, like, dang, boy, what if I had a cannon, but, like, in my pocket, though? And then they came out with that flintlock pistol, boy, and I mean, the rest was history.
America has a new gun, and it's one that uses facial recognition and
I would sooner go into modern day warfare with a musket than use that as my protection, dog. That's like using a condom with a staple in it. Like, bro, my iPhone don't even open up half the time with facial recognition or a fingerprint, dog. So y'all not for me rocking Fredo merchandise. You know what I'm saying? I done got put on the t-shirt because I had to manually put in the password to use my firearm. I'm good.
Do not tell me get on the game if you're not already in the party.
And it's the one right here, boy, because, like, if you know me, I don't get on the game unless the homie's on. You're not going to ever catch me playing solo, bro. It's just not how I get down. But they be like, bro, get on the game. I'm going to be on in 5. Let me just run to the store real quick, man. I guess Buddy just never made it back from the store. The man being held hostage. I should probably go and find him, bro, because he just never got online. You know what I mean? And now it's a whole nother day later. We still ain't got on Hill Divers, bro. Where you at? And you know who I'm talking about, bro. Where you at? I waited on you for about 2 hours. Went to the gym, came back, still wasn't on the game, bro. Crazy work.
So I found out that you're supposed to put these in ice and then blend it like a Frappuccino?
Oh, shoot. I don't work at Starbucks, bro. Who got time to be doing all that? I'm going to drink it the way I bought it. I mean, that add up, though. That's probably why my stomach be sounding like drumline after I drink one.
So the rules are Jenga and Uno combined. Once you pull, the person who goes next has to...
Yeah, if we got any kind of like mutual love or respect for each other, we shouldn't even participate in playing this game, fam. As a matter of fact, the person that came up with this idea, they need to be charged as an accomplice for every crime that gets committed in the midst of playing this game, bro. This right here is just a recipe for disaster, dog. And you shouldn't even be able to sell that on the market, especially not nothing as accessible as Amazon, bro. Prime shipping hatred to your home is crazy. I mean, I ain't no geologist or nothing like that, fam, but if I had to guesstimate what it was, I would have to say that's probably the latitudinal line. I don't even know if that's the correct terminology. It's like, I would have thought that it was the equator, but had it have been dotted, that would have been true. It's not, though. So, you know what I'm saying? When it's latitude, it's like this. When it's longitude, it's like this. So I'm assuming that's the line right there. And then, you know, you could map out what it is that you're looking for from that point on, or it could also be the lid, you know, because they be taking the lid off sometime to change our light bulb, you know, the folks up there at the top. Yeah, because some people think that the earth is flat. Yeah, so I figured if the earth is gonna be flat, then we probably in like a little dome. You know what I mean? They put the dome lid back on, and you know that lid ain't coming off the dome unless the dome come with it. So
if you haven't tried this,
madam, this is not a part of our culture. It seems as if someone incinerated a turkey corpse and filled it with mucus and half.
what kinds of light is that?
An unnecessary light, that's what it is, should be illegal. I'm so tired of driving at night and feeling like I done got in a fight with Krillin mid-voyage, bro. They done hit me with a solar flare and I done thought God pulled up to send me home, bro. Y'all gotta do something about that, dog. It don't make no sense. I'm in a Toyota GR86. You in a lifted F-150 riding my bumper, but with them LED lights going straight into my mirror, right into my glasses, magnifying. Feel like I done got ambushed by a barrage of flashbangs. This don't make no sense, bro. Y'all gotta do something, man, for real. And on top of that, speaking of roads, because like when I'm driving at nighttime, I just stare on the outside and hope for the best at this point, because you can't see nothing because of all these lights. But then because of that, you can't see how raggedy the road is. They talking about the cars got to be road ready, but the road ain't got to be car ready though. That don't make no sense to y'all, bro. You hit a pothole and your whole car needing alignment.
Bro, do y'all still remember y'all lunch number from high school?
From high school? Brother, I remember my password from elementary school. Like, I want to know if the lunch ladies remember my lunch number, because I've been using that password ever since. Like, bro, I'm probably going to use that password to the day I die. So if they know it, if I ever get hacked, I know where to start looking at.
Would you punch me in the face for $1 million?
Oh, fam, but I've been so down bad on money, I had to eat off-brand ramen. Just sit here and think about how bad that is, bro. Ramen like 10 cents. You know what I mean? I was so down bad on money one time, I was selling blood and plasma. Like, you got to be drunk or sick in the head to think I ain't taking that payday. And my only question is it per punch? Because, I mean, it is so much you can do with it. I mean, you could go here with it, you know, right? Here with it, then go here with it. Right here with it, right there with it, man. That's what you could do. I mean, or you could go here with it, come down here with it, and then immediately there with it, man. Or if that's not your taste, you could be on the outside with it, waiting, thinking about that money. You're gonna get paid. You know? You could do that too, you know what I'm saying? There's so much you could do with it.
Technology!
Yeah, you only get this level of ingenuity from one of three places: poverty, being country, or the penitentiary, bro. Ain't no in between. Well, I seen somebody driving down Jackson, Mississippi one time with a bungee cord holding their trunk closed and they bumper up at the same time. I don't even know what to think about that, bro. But on another note, if any of y'all got an Oculus and you played the game Onward, is it just me, or do they not have the same accent as the bots on there?
What I don't get is, like, when a girl's pregnant, like, how does she know that the baby's hers?
What I don't get is how you got so far in life without a brain. Like, what's it like to be immune to headaches? That is not okay. Look like Tom and Jerry went upside your head, boy. Like you caught Debo on your bike and asked for it back. A rookie mistake indeed. I like it's in the third trimester.
What do you think the secret to not being stressed is?
Not having kids.
I mean, Can't really argue with that. That came straight from the source. Spoken like somebody that's been here before. Fam, like she done experienced parenthood. I'm gonna take her word for it. That's why I like being an uncle. You know, because a parent, they'll tell you that you should have kids until you catch that break in their armor. Then they make that look at you like you should never have kids. I'm listening to that version of you. Absolutely. Because they be teeter-tottering between the two. I just said teeter-tottering. Never said that before in my life. Yeah, that's not part of my culture, you know. That does make me think, like, why don't white people use more white terms, man? I feel like y'all had so many good ones, you know. I always wanted to get mad at somebody. Hey, you're walking at that ice, pal. But I ain't got to look for that, man. Y'all should really get back into y'all baggy, bro. I appreciated them. But yeah, no, but if you want another like key to being stress-free, man, just focus on the things that you can change, and if you can't, you learn to adapt.
Cap.
Hun, it's okay. Oh my God. Leave the ice on it, hon. Leave the ice on it.
It's just because of the...
Goodness gracious, what you do? Catch a people's elbow from the entire community? Like you just left a headbutting contest with an inflammatory, fam. I don't know what you was doing, but it did not go as planned. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think that's just a bump anymore. You got an inventory slot on your forehead, fam. You might want to check that for loose change. Oh, I seen a lot of things in my time on the track. I ain't never seen nobody get hit with a baton, bro. And if you ain't never held one before, you might think that it's heavier than it is. It's a lightweight material, but that don't mean you can't do no damage with it. But even if you couldn't, it's the principle, bro. If you hit me with a baton mid-race, you better be Usain Bolt with full energy, because I promise you, I'm going to get a PR solely off spite and hatred. Like, when I catch you, I'm going to do you work. Like, I'm going to be thinking about it. Obviously, I'm not going to have long because I'm going to hog you down, but it's like, I just might drop kick you, like, right in your back with both my spikes. I don't know if y'all know about, track shoes, but there's little bitty spikes in them that help you, keep your traction. You know what I mean? It's like an off-road tire for humans. Yeah, boy, I'm just... Even baton, I might just, boy, I'll be in prison right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Always fight with your head down. Don't ever fight with your head up.
You know, sister, when I first took a look at you, I didn't think that you should be giving out any advice on fighting, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna take your word for it. You speaking from experience, boy. You got in a fight with the Powerpuff Girls. That's how Mojo Jojo looked after they beat the brain out his helmet. They got Solomon Grundy working the front desk, don't it? That brother hand like it need an IV bag, boy. They look moisture phobic. Like you just got done doing a whole shift of digging your way out of concrete barehanded, boy. You could start a match with them hands. That brother turned a rage room into an agony apartment, boy. A turmoil territory. He took a sledgehammer to the shin bone, boy. That make you want to go home and look into other activities, boy. He let out one of them Wilhelm screams.
Michigan seafood boil.
Oh, one chair. Michigan seafood boil. More like Michigan seafood boil. Don't ever do this, fam. Sometimes you gotta leave stuff to where it originated at, fam. This right here is just look depressing. It's like 50 Shades of Grey, and I ain't talking about in a good way. You know what I'm saying, like, bro? That food looked like it was made in a fallout shelter, dog. Why like it was made in the Twilight Zone? This right here look like sadness, fam. Like having the blues. I would never even want to attempt to eat that food.
Choose a free bread. Is this even a real thing? Nobody finna choose.
No, I'm not gonna lie. If you've had everything on this list, there's really only two logical options. I mean, Texas Roadhouse rolls, obviously, because they fire, bro, and the butter is better than everybody else's, you know what I'm saying? And then, secondly, you got them Cheddar Bay biscuits. Now, I know everybody might not know about them Cheddar Bay biscuits, but if you know about them Cheddar Bay biscuits, you would never disrespect them and leave them out the conversation for the top one. You know what I'm saying? Because they're so good. I'd pedigree a pedestrian over them biscuits. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had them in so long. And now that I've seen it on that list, I'm not going to lie. I might have to go get me peas.
Daycare lunch for 3 kids. Today for daycare lunch, we're having boiled chicken nuggets. It is a birthday.
Boiled chicken nuggets. You know, I used to always wonder what set little Timmy off, man. You turn on the news, and in other news, a local child has erased his entire family and the dog, and you wondering to yourself what the dog do. But now I get it, bro. I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm just saying I understand. Boiled chicken nuggets, just the thought of it bothered me in a way that I couldn't even explain. So I feel like boiling chicken nuggets should come with a mandatory maximum of 25 years in prison, solitary confinement. Yeah. And when you get out, you should get sentenced to community service. And that service will be being the piñata at kids' birthday parties so toddlers can take turns beating your kneecaps with a stick. Because you deserve that, fam. And that's the kind of person that wonder, like, why Why my kids gonna put me in a nursing home? Nah, gulag. That's where you going. I hope you clutch up.
I cheated on my boyfriend with his dog.
Oh. Child. When you say his dog, you do mean his D-A-W-G, right? Or like D-O-double-G. Cause you mean D-O-G. But I don't think you're supposed to do that. And more importantly, I don't think you should have told nobody. Oh, that poor child. Done dinner the dome piece. Probably seeing some little birds floating around your head, wondering where I went wrong. Well, it was when you tried to be on X Games mode and grinded on the back of that nice truck. Surely it's seen better days, but it's a classic. You have to preserve that. Anyways, you done gave yourself a stage 5 concussion and now have to guide your soul to the crossroads.
I just keep on doing it to him. I did it again, y'all. Y'all remember these ones. I just got these.
Them some Mikael Jordans. Brother got on carne asada shoes. Boy, you wear them to Abuela's birthday party. They scientifically proven to give you a better bachata.
You mean to tell me that I can't hang up my own phone call? The person that I'm...
Yeah, ain't no way this real, boy. Cause let somebody hold me at phone point. It's gonna get wicked. Yeah, I might as well start blocking folks right now, fam. Don't call me for Nathaniel. Okay, if you ever call me and I can't hang up, that's like my favorite part of the phone call when I get to do. I like to do it spontaneously sometimes, man. You be talking about something that don't make no sense, but do. Boy, it warm my heart up. Yeah, let me find out, boy. I'm telling you, because as soon as your phone die, by the time it turn back on, you're going to see my location getting ever so closer to you. And it's a wrap when I get to you, fam. Brother, man, listen if you can. That's a nice plate that you got up in your hand. Doubled up the entrees, held back on the side. The burger looking good, but ain't no seasoning on the fries. You went up to the stove, turned up all the heat, chopped up the potatoes, then just dropped them in the grease. You my boy, but you sharp as a spoon. I mean, the fries was crinkle cut, just put some salt in the wound. I'm not a rapper, I just needed to speak. So I ain't big, and I'm just asking if you give me a piece. Okay. All right. So you're telling me that this is the lowest setting that you got, huh? You telling me that this fan can cool me internally, externally, in every way that I could need. That's all right. Okay. You know, if this is the lowest setting, I imagine at its highest, it probably feels like AIM, having a training session in the Avatar state. Am I right to draw this conclusion, huh? Spectacular, I'll take 3 of them. Gonna wake up really rested. You know, I really needed that. You know, I feel like this fan could cure that tired that sleep can't fix. You understand what I'm telling you? I guarantee that, and I stand by it. You know, sometimes we gotta be honest with ourselves, Tom, or have friends that'll be honest with us. And my friend, the only thing you fit the dunk is a donut. Like, you the first person I've seen in my life with negative bounce. How you managed to jump downwards, fam? I didn't even think that was possible until now. I mean, this is the kind of injury to make you reevaluate your hobbies. Like maybe you realized in that fall that you better at golfing. If not, you should go and try it out.
I'm just an ordinary girl. Sometimes I'm lazy, I get bored.
You know, this is what I imagine a staple feel like when you mashing down on that joint to connect them papers together. Like being contorted against your will. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it feel like to be that first step in making a snowman.
Bro, where do you live that you need iron bars on it?
That brother riding around in a Mad Max vehicle, boy. This is the kind of car they drive in a zombie apocalypse. But I'm not gonna lie to you, fam. Them bars ain't saving nothing. That's just giving you like a peace of mind. Really, you making it worse on yourself, because you go in there to grab a bag of chips. Them young boys gonna have that car boneless by the time you get back outside. So you might as well just leave the windows open. Brother, man, listen if you can. That's a nice plate that you got up in your hand. Doubled up the entrees, held back on the side. The burger looking good, but ain't no seasoning on the fries. You went up to the stove, turned up all the heat, chopped up the potatoes, then just dropped them in the grease. You my boy, but you sharp as a spoon. I mean, the fries was crinkle cut, just put some salt in the wound. I'm not a rapper, I just needed to speak. So I ain't big, and I'm just asking if you give me a piece.
Don't talk like one of them. You're not. Even if you'd like to be. To them, you're just a freak. Like me.